Thank you so much for joining me. This is Jenny Oya with Nuggets and Things. Today, I just want to share a few minutes with you. You got some time for me? Of course you do. You know, um, Many times in life, we want to just talk about, uh, how to get in and to get out. We talk about relationships, right? When you see those little warning signs, those lights go to flashing, it's time for you to get out. You're not trying to, oh yeah, let me sit just a little bit longer. It's like trying to sleep with what you call those things, a boa constrictor, a python. Let's go with it. You're sleeping with somebody who has that python spirit, that python. They just squeeze the very life out of you, right? You meet somebody, you feel all this life, you feel powerful, you can do all kinds of things. And then when you get with somebody, all of a sudden, your life starts to dwindle. You feel like, your energy's gone. You're trying to figure out what's going on with your life. You know, sometimes you got to look at what you just connected yourself to. That python. A python, some people are snake lovers. I'm not, but I don't knock it. But some people are, and they play with the snakes and so forth and so on. I just, I'm convinced that a snake is still going to be a snake. I don't care how pretty they are, and, wrap themselves around you, all that stuff. It's still a snake to me, and I just don't play with them. And I'm the same way with a person's spirit. They have that python spirit. Check out the python, right? It seems innocent at first, like they're just squeezing you, like it's kind of almost feels intimate. They just love you so much, right? They're just holding you real close. And all of a sudden, you can't breathe. Later on, you're gasping. And instead, it's, just crushing you at the same time. In life, sometimes in relationships, you meet people in your life. And at first, you're happy. Everything seems to be going well. Everything seems to be doing everything you want to do. Later on, you just feel like, you can't breathe. Your freedom's been taken away from you. You have to change your whole ideal, your whole way of you've been thinking and doing things now has to change because now you got to, go in line with what they want. So it's no longer, we can, kind of share on things, but now it's like, this way or that is the only way. Um, I was sharing with my son probably a few days ago. He was talking about, people that he had met, females he had met. And he said, he met somebody, and and I says, "Baby, let me tell you something. If you out there in that sea, and your hopes when you got up this morning that you wanted to catch yourself a marlin, one of those big, huge fish, right? They're so pretty. I mean, ooh, they could weigh 100 some pounds, sometimes bigger than that, right? So you out there deep sea diving, out there, deep sea fishing. I'm sorry, and you trying to catch a marlin, right? So it's a big fish. So you got to have the right kind of line, the right kind of hook. Your boat got to be able to hold that weight. Everything is. You got to have everything in line to pull such a monster of a fish, right? So it's the same thing with whatever you want in life. If you're looking to start a relationship, first of all, you got to first make sure you're ready for the relationship. Am I ready to be involved with somebody? I had someone ask me the other day, and it was at my workplace, and they were telling me about something somebody was sharing, and I said, it's like a relationship to me. Because somebody burned you in your last relationship, don't make me pay for what they did. I didn't burn you; they did. So if you need to heal from that burning, then you do that. But don't come into a relationship burned from somebody else and penalize me for it. Every time I move, you're making these accusations as if I'm going to do what somebody else did. That means you never healed. You never got over that place. And because you didn't get over, you're going to always make me pay for that. I am not paying for somebody else's brunt. If they did it to you, you need to deal with them about that. Or you need to heal from that before you even think about getting into another relationship. I tell people, are you really ready to go into a relationship? You just got out of one. And that last relationship you know, left you sour, left you hurt, bruised, you know, you know, distrusting. You're insecure now. You're wondering, maybe I did this, maybe I could have done that. You got all these things going on in your mind, right? Now, that means you need to take care of that. Do some inner healing. Get some self love going on. Get inside yourself and change things inside of you before you bring somebody in that mess. Fix the mess up. Work on you. Fix that. Don't be trying to pull somebody in, in that cesspool of mess you got going on, because it's nothing but mess and it stinks. And in time, you're going to make them stink because you ain't never took care of that. What you did is you try to cover it. You tried to ignore it. Or you might even deny it. But you haven't dealt with it. Deal with the mess. Deal with the hurt. Deal with the shame. Deal with the insecurity. Whatever is going on in your life, deal with that before you bring somebody into your life. Because if you don't know what you're bringing in. You don't know what they're going to do. Because they have not healed. And hurting people, unlike what they want to do, they will hurt you. They may not mean to do it. They may not purpose to do it, but they will hurt you because they're hurting. And they have not healed from the hurt. I had a lady talk to me probably a week ago. And I never met her before in my life. And she's sharing some things with me. And she said to me, she says, I want to say something to you. She says, you have done deep healing. You have gone within yourself. You have done your shadow work. She says, you've gone within yourself and you begin to fix things. I said, I absolutely did. I said, because I chose to not bring anybody into my life. When I was ready to decide to open up my heart and my life to someone, I did not want them to receive my pains, my hurts, my distrust, my anger, and all those other negative feelings. I did not want them to come into that part of my life. I want them to come and find me whole, healed, lovable, happy, able to be trusted. Period. Right? And I want the same thing. Don't shortchange me. Don't shortchange me and give me a half of you and I'm giving you whole of me because you ain't done your work. You ain't went inside yourself and checked yourself and moved some things out of your life that you know will be a problem in somebody else's life. And so I'm talking to people and I'm saying, hey, wait a minute. Before you do that, make sure you're straight. You just got out of something that tore your life apart. It hasn't been a few months. You ain't healed from that yet. They have gone into your life and chiseled up your heart. Give it time to heal. Heal. I've been 3 years and some change, strong, without a relationship because I know what I want and I would not ever settle for anything less than that. I'm saying that to you because I'm saying that I knew what I needed to do inside of me to get me right. I don't care what I look like outside. I knew I was hurting inside. I knew I was in some pain. I didn't trust people because things had happened to me that people made me not trust them, especially a male. So I had to do some work within me because, see, I could not fix them, but I can fix me. I can get me together so that I can be able to be somebody that somebody will get and choose and say, hey, I got me a Mrs. Good Thing, right? And that's who you want to be. But you don't want to, grab hold of anything and everything and then get somebody who you're going to sleep with at night. And all they're going to do is crush you like the python. They're going to crush your dreams. They're going to crush, your heart. Tear up your finances, your ways, your path, your visions, everything. Just crush you and leave you like that. You don't want that. Make sure before you decide to step into a zone and say, I'm ready for a relationship, make sure you're ready. And then you make sure they ready. Don't say because somebody smile and talk, hey, how you doing? They don't commit me. Hey, how you doing has not committed me. I need to see some things. I need to know some things. Period. Point blank. In our life today, we go through life, thinking that, okay, all I got to do is do this and do that. No, as I was saying, I talked to my son. I said, you out there trying to get a marlin? Don't settle for a shrimp and don't settle for, a trout. Whatever it is. I said that trout might be pretty. It looks good. And it's good to eat too. But you didn't go out there for a trout. You came out there for a marlin. Do not settle for the trout. You know? You want a marlin? That's what you asked for. That's what you requested. That's what you desired. Then don't you change what you desire. Don't change what you want because you see something else that oh, it might fit it. Well, I can put up with it. Nah, don't put up with nothing. Get what you asked for. Get the desires of your very heart. Get what you have asked for and don't settle for anything less than that. And let me tell you something, honey. Whatever you ask for, whatever you want, whatever you need, it's already available. It's already there for you. Sometimes they're waiting for you to get in position, get in place, be in the place that you can receive. You got to be able to receive something. Sometimes you're hurt so bad, some blessings are coming your way. You don't even see it because your eyes ain't open to it. Your mind, ain't ready for it. Your heart knows that it can't take it. So what you do, you go without it. I'm telling you this because I know from my own personal experiences. Sometimes you just got to sit back and you got to wait. And waiting ain't a bad thing. People say, are you lonely? I said, I'm not. I live alone, but I'm not lonely. I might go out to the movies alone, but I'm not lonely. I might go out to eat alone, but I'm not lonely. I may go out to an event and have a great time. I'm not lonely. Because I'm sitting by myself doesn't mean I'm lonely. I'm just alone. And there is a difference. I can be alone with myself and get along well with myself because I love me. There used to be a time I didn't. I love me. I love me enough that I can be by myself and I'm fine, right? And as I shared that, I said, look, don't let nobody and anything come into your life and persuade you got to have me. Because you don't. You don't. When you know you are quality, when you know you are in demand, you ain't got to settle for nothing just because it comes your way. If it's not willing to surrender what you want and it's not willing to give you what you need, you ain't got to give yourself into it. That the power of persuasion, it doesn't move me. The lady said to me, she says, hey, you need to get out there and mingle a little bit, bat your eyes some. I said, honey, I ain't trying to bat my eyes. She said, you know what? She says, I can tell you're not. She said, but you really, she said, do you know what you're missing? People are missing you. There's some people looking for somebody like you. I can imagine that. I'm ready. I know that, but I'm not ready. I'm just not ready. I'm not ready. And see, you got to know that because see, when I get out there, I know when to turn my radars on now. Because we all got those radars. We got these radars we send on, these frequencies, these vibes, whatever you want to call them. We let people know we're available. And we also let people know we're not. We can tell people without opening your mouth that I'm not on the market. I'm not marketable. I'm not approachable. I'm not available. You just see me, but I'm just passing through because I am not out here giving out any kind of vibes that, come. I'm not desperate. I'm not seeking. I am fine. I'm fine right here, And when I am ready, I'll make my announcement. And I ain't got to say a word. I just make myself available, Making myself available only means that I send out those signals. When I walk into a room, you can feel the signals. She's ready. She's ready to talk to somebody, right? And people give out signals all the time. They do. Men and women. You can approach a male or a female and they will let you know without even saying a word that they are not trying to date. They're not trying to be in the market. They just want to say, hey, how you doing? They're not even looking for, as y'all call it, friend with benefits. They just out there enjoying their life. And they go out to have a nice time. But they're not trying to get tied down to anybody because they know they're not ready. And sometimes your guides, your forces, your God, sometimes they block people from getting into your life. Sometimes they block them because they know they're not ready for what you got. They're not ready for who you are. They're not ready to step into the real you, because they haven't got rid of their old them. You know, I get calls many times, from exes. I get calls, right? Hey, how you doing? I sure miss you. I know I messed up, yada yada, boom boom. And you know what? I don't even entertain those calls. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm doing wonderful. Thanks for asking. Yeah, I just wonder how. Yeah, I'm great. Anything else? Yeah, you the same. Well, yeah, I'm the same. All right, I'm gonna talk to you later. And I'm like, didn't I block that daggone number? Then they find another number to call you on. But I'm like, nah, that's done. If I walk away and I say I'm done, you can cancel Christmas, baby. I'm finished. Because whatever you did, you land your mark. And your mark, honey, let me tell you something. It's memorable. I'll never forget it. And now, to me, a fool will go back to a place where they were crushed, almost killed, right? Think about it. So when you think you're ready for the market, you think you're ready, to get out there and say, hey, I'm ready now to, make myself, available. And that's a great thing to be. Make sure you're ready. And when you are, I said, just wait. Just wait. Like that fisherman out there. They just waiting for the right catch. The right catch. Sometimes, you pull that thing up and you don't pull up a boot. Now, you ain't fishing for no boot. What you do? You throw it back. Some people throw it back. Some people keep it because they don't want to, pollute the ocean. Okay, I got you. I'm fast on it. But whatever it is, if you know what you're looking for and you know what you want, do not allow yourself to settle or to step down from that place you already said you want to be. Because I'm telling you, relationships are most beautiful things. And I tell people anytime I get a chance, and I have people almost every day talk to me about one at some standard of life. And I say, when you're ready, you'll know. And when you find the right one, you'll know that too, right? Because see, they got to let you know that they know they're there. And when they do, when they tell you, hey, I'm here for you, they ain't just talking, but they there for you. Through the thick and the thin, the highs and the lows. And see, they can take you at any place you are. See, because somebody who say, oh, I want you, Jenny, oh yeah, because she's something. And you got to be willing to deal with that something, because I know what it would take for me. And when somebody tell you, hey, I'm not girl, guy, whatever it is, you better than anybody. And your highs, your best, your worst stages, them times that you just don't want to be bothered, right? Those times you just want somebody to hold you tight. Those times you want somebody to say, give me 5 minutes, I'm gonna get ready to go do this, whatever it may be. You. So when somebody comes, they got to take out time to know you. They got to know you. I got a young guy on my job, he comes in every day. He said, Queen Oya. He said, who are you today? He said, every day when I come in here, you are somebody new. I said, wow, why you say that? He said, every day you give off different energy, and he be marking me every day. Every day he marks me. He says, we got the president, we got the first lady, we got the queen, everything. She's all that, right? And I'm like, geez. But he sees in me. He's not looking outside of me. He's looking in me. And he sees me. He sees me. And I laugh at him all the time because I know he sees me. And that everybody doesn't do. Everybody doesn't do, but he sees me, and that's what you want. You want somebody who can see you from the inside, because people get caught with your outside. Don't worry about this. All this is going to change. I'm in my hot 60s. That's going to change. I'm not going to always have what I got going on today, and I got it going on. But it's going to be gone one day. But what's inside, it will endure. It will last, because that what's inside is what's keeping your outside what it is. It shines through. I tell my girlfriend all the time. She says, "You're just so gorgeous to me." I said, "Girl, I'm not pretty. I'm not gorgeous either." I said, "It's just a light that shines in me." And the light shines so bright that people are looking at the light and they go, "Wow, you're so beautiful." They actually talking about the light. They're not talking about me. I know it. They don't. But it's okay. Because whatever, whatever they think they're seeing, let them receive it that way. But I know they looking at my light. It's shining so bright, right? And they just thinking, "Oh, you know how you look at light? Oh, it's just a light. That's all, right?" Get to a place. Yeah, I'm being transparent today. Get to a place that you know you better than anyone else can know. And if you know that you're ready, then you be ready. But if you know you're not, don't let nobody push you into something. Don't let nobody nudge you. And I got people trying to nudge me. I got women trying to nudge me out there in the dating market. They just go, go, go. Girl, you need to get out there. I got somebody I know want you to meet. I'm like, stop pushing me. I ain't ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And it's okay because I know that. I know that. I know what I'm wanting. I know what I desire. And I'm willing to wait for that. Period. And the day will come, you're going to feel the same way. What you want, it's going to come. Don't you lay up with no daggone python. Somebody who's going to crush you, who's going to take you away from everything that you really want. And I watch it happen all the time. And it saddens me sometimes when I look, at somebody who has gotten involved with somebody. And I'm watching from a distance. I'm saying, "Dang, don't they see that python? That's a python." And they so in love. And you can't say a word because when people are in love, they don't want to hear nothing. You got to say no way. So you can't say anything. You just have to look and say, "Gosh, ooh, that's a serious python." you know? So be careful. Be blessed. Be powerful. Let your light shine. And when you are ready to be at your best, to do your best, and to let everything that you want to come to magnetize itself to you, right? Manifest what you want and don't settle for less than that. And I'm telling you, your life will be great. It'll be wonderful. And you won't ever regret being who you are. I'm telling you. Oh gosh, ain't it beautiful just being you? Just being you. It's beautiful. It is. Thank you so much for your time. I love you so much. I want you to be awesomely blessed. Please continue to keep me in your prayers and you continue to let your light shine and do everything you need to do to make sure you're whole, you're fulfilled, you are powerful, and you don't forget who you are. Jenny Oya, Nuggets and Things. Have a blessed moment. Love you.